Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make a cowl using loop yarn. And loop yarn is exactly what it says it is. It is yarn with little loops that are already in it. You can use whatever brand you want, but this project in particular is made for the Lions brand. Use the entire skein, then you don't have to do any measuring. Or you can use the Bernat brand and just measure out 24 feet. Either way, it works. So besides the skein of yarn, you need a pair of scissors and a paper clip. Once you have those, we can get started. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to count out 42 loops and put your paper clip. The paper clip is just on here to temporarily mark the 42 loops. So if you make a mistake and you have to undo it, you don't have to count that out again. And you can leave it on there for the remainder of the project until you're done. It won't affect anything. So once you have that, you're going to want to put that right in front of you. So if this was a clock, this would be at your 6 o'clock, just so you can see how I'm doing this. And you're going to make a circle. So this is going to be your first loop, and this is number 42, making this one number 43. So this is going to be your first loop that you're going to pull through. You're always going to want to pull from the inside of your circle so that you want to make sure you're always pulling from the same side. So we're going to always work from the inside of the circle and pull through this one that is already existing. So here's my first loop, here's 43. We're just going to pull that through. Simple. Then you're going to go to second and pull number 44. Always make sure again that you're pulling from the inside. Now you can pull it through the inside this way, or you can go over the top and pull it through. Doesn't matter as long as it's through the back side of your loop. Okay, so what I like to do is constantly shift my circle so that I'm always putting the loops right in front of me, instead of trying to work around the circle, because then that gets confusing as to where you are. So this, always make sure you're pulling the right thing through. So this is your feeder and this is your base. So make sure that you're pulling your feeder through the base, because else it'll be flip-floppy and then it won't work out, and then you'll have to undo it. So you just keep going and you keep rotating. What's nice about this is you can do the whole thing without any sort of needles or crochet hooks or whatever. It's all with your hands, and it's very easy to undo if you make a mistake. So you keep going and you keep rotating the whole time. Now, it's very easy to drop a loop, but it's also very easy to fix it. So I'm going to drop a loop just so you can see what that's going to look like. So I'm going to forget to do that one. So, and I keep going. Well, now, if you look at it, I've got this weird loop that's just by itself. So it might be on the inside, it might be on the outside. So you'll just have to keep an eye on if you have any loose loops. All you do is pull it back apart until you get to that loose loop and keep going. It's that simple. So you just want to kind of keep an eye and maybe check every few loops, especially when you first get started, because you don't want to have to undo more than necessary, because then it makes you sad. But it's also very easy to do. So I'm just going to keep going. We'll probably speed this up so you don't have to slowly watch me do this for the next half an hour. But you just keep going. So I'm going to get to the around, so you know where your paper clip is. That's going to be where you started. And then you just keep going with the second row. And it's nice because it's circle, so there is no end. You just keep going until you have 5 loops left at the end of your yarn. Then you're going to stop. And then I will give you the next direction. So now you have 5 loops at the end that you're going to leave. This is what the inside of your cowl should look like. It's kind of like bumpy versus the smooth side. So if you grabbed it from the wrong direction at some point, if it's easy to do to start switching, then you'll have a bumpy layer on the outside. So then you'll have to undo it to that point if that's what happens. Or maybe you like it that way and you can leave it. So this is what it looks like. So now you're ready to finish it off. You're gonna go in the same direction that you were going when you were adding from your feeder pile, but you're going to take all these top loops and feed them into one another. So you have your 5 out here, and you've got your last one that you did. This gets confusing. Okay. You've got this one, and you're going to take this one, you're going to go in the same direction, you're going to pull it through. Then you're going to take this next one and pull it through. Take this one, pull it through, and you're going to go all the way around. And it's going to give you this nice finished product at the top. Now this whole thing has taken me about 20 minutes to do, but I've been doing this for a long time, so if it is taking you much longer, it's understandable. Just so you get a ballpark of how long this kind of thing takes. Once you get back to your 5 loop tail that you have not put in there, that's where you're going to stop, and you're going to cut your loops off. Okay. So that's where we're at. So you are going to not cut the actual tail, but you're just going to cut the loop of these 5. So do it a little bit higher up so you don't accidentally cut, because sometimes that is really thin and it can break. And this is just going to be what you use to tie it off. So you can put it through this loop, and all you're going to do is do a simple knot through here and tie it off. I like to do it like 3 times just to make sure it never comes undone. But that is up to you and how sturdy you feel, or if you know how to do some sort of fancy knot. And then you're just going to cut it and you're done. You can take off your paper clip now because you don't need it. Maybe. Okay, so that is what the finished edge looks like. That's what your beginning edge looked like. This is the middle with the bumpies. That's the nice outer side of it. So there you go. You've got a finished product. And I will show you what it looks like on. Okay, this is what your finished product will look like to keep you warm in our Michigan winters. If you enjoyed this program, click like, comment, and below and let us know other things you want us to teach you or that you'd like to see. Subscribe to the library's channel and check out our newsletter to see what kind of in-person programs we have at the library. And thanks for watching.